Hello everyone, Commish K7 here with your SRG FFL Week 8 recap. For our first week in the second half of the season, we had a couple good showings. Couple close games, I think we had 2 blowouts, and yeah. This is one of the weeks where the buys really came into play, and a couple trades and free agency pickups really came into their own. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. As I move myself down here. Oh, first things first. Boop. And down I go. All right. As you can see, we have the scoreboard right here. All over the place. And let's get into our first matchup. Our first matchup pitted the Sniper's Edge Darkstalkers versus the Big Guys Gunners. This was an anticipated match because both teams had some, well, correction. Darkstalkers were fighting with, I think, one buy, or, no, you know what? Screw that. I'm dumb. The Darkstalkers had their lineup in, though with a couple potential injuries, while Big Guys Gunners got a key player back into their lineup. So, but at the end of the day, Sniper's Edge the Darkstalkers took it 112.3 to 101.2. Let's see what happened. For the Darkstalkers, Aaron Rodgers had another great day, posting up almost 30 points. Though Christian McCaffrey led the way for the team with also almost 30, beating out Aaron Rodgers by 0.4 of a point. And Leonard Fournette was the number 3 in the top 3 for the team, posting his projected score of 20.6. Everyone else no one else on the team was able to meet expectations, but a few of them came close. However, on the Big Guys Gunners, Drew Brees came back with a vengeance, dropping 32 points. Unfortunately, the rest of the team kind of had a tough time, with the exception of Tyler Lockett, who put up a nice 17, and John Lambo putting up 12. And, oh my goodness. It seems that I got a couple of my games mixed up in terms of my the scheduling in my mind. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Maybe I've been having too much brandy. Delicious. Let's see. So, yep, we got Duke Johnson posting 13.4, Tyler Lockett posting 17, and Drew Brees' return leading the way with a 31.9. Unfortunately, Alvin Kamara has not returned yet, though I have a feeling that he will be returning in the next game for the Saints. Unfortunately for his team, Le'Veon Bell did not meet expectations, thinking that he was going to get 17, only posted 6.5. Kyle Rudolph, fresh off the waiver wire, only was able to put up 4.7 out of a projected 7.4. This is interesting because I was actually tempted to pick up Kyle Rudolph for this week, but instead I stuck with my main choice in Vance McDonald, and instead picked up Dallas Goedert. And I think I know who I'm going to be putting in the future. So let's take a look at the bench. Miles Sanders put up 23.8 compared to a 9.1 projection. He had a very good week, actually better than Leonard Fournette. But he's on the bench. Same thing with Chris Conley, who I probably should have started, being that he posted 22.3 and Dallas Goedert posting 11.2 on the bench. Same thing and also with Devontae Parker posting up 12 points. Any of them would have been better than both my wide receivers that I did start. Big Guys Gunners, on the other hand, actually I think he has now passed the largest amount of points for a single player left on the bench, with Mike Evans posting a 43.8 on the bench, which is better than both of his wide receivers, though looking at it with how Mike Evans been playing, he and who the heck is the other guy on the Buccaneers? I forget his name, which I really shouldn't, but I am because it's been a long day. But yeah, either way, Mike Evans is either posting a ton of points or 0 each week. And this week was no exception, where he posted 43.8. Adrian Peterson had a good week, posting 12.3. Would have been a much better choice than Le'Veon Bell, though I don't think anyone would be starting AP over Le'Veon Bell unless absolutely necessary. And Ryan Tannehill put up a good score for Tennessee, but unfortunately still did not pass Drew Brees. But all things considered, Darkstalkers take this one 112.3 to 101.2. And here's hoping I get the next matchup a bit more correct when I explain it. Speaking of our next matchup, we have the Planet Hulk World Breakers versus Team Brooks, where the World Breakers finally getting another notch in that win column after a 4-game losing streak. Finally found himself in the wins again, posting a score of 89.6 to Team Brooks' 66.3. This one was a bit of a heartbreaker, and I will show you why in a moment. But let's see what went right for the World Breakers. Jared Goff, with Patrick Mahomes down for a bit, Jared Goff comes in and starts this one with a vengeance, posting 27.9 in one of his better performances of the season. And anyone else on his team? Tyreek Hill, definitely taking advantage of Matt Moore, actually not doing too badly, posting 14.1, and Marlon Mack posting a 16. That rounds out his top 3 scores, and was able to make up for a 1.4 performance by Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Everyone else either came close to expectations. Not too bad. However, let's go to Team Brooksy here. Kyler Murray, not so good. Carlos Hyde, not so good. Chase Edmonds, not so good. Chris Godwin, that's the other Tampa Bay wide receiver, only put up 10.3 because it seems that the offense went through Mike Evans that game rather than Godwin, so it kind of fluctuates between each week. However, Mecole Hardman, 3.1 turned into a 13.5. Can't complain about that. And Darren Fells posted 23.8. Great pickup there. However, he had no defense and no kicker, which hurts, being that he was able to pick up both the defense and the kicker right before the game started over in the weekend. Unfortunately, he forgot to put him in. So that's 19 potential points that were left on the bench, which would not have been enough to win it, but would have made it a much closer game than it was. However, if he put in David Montgomery instead of Chase Edmonds, the two bench players coming in along with the replacement, that would have been enough to win. But that's where management comes into play, and unfortunately, Team Brooks was not on the ball this week. So, Planet Hulk World Breakers, the World Breakers take advantage of that and find themselves back in the win column. Anyone on the bench? Nope. And next matchup, we have the Metropolis Kryptonite versus Parts Unknown the Secchi. Kryptonite trying to right their season after a poor performance in the first half, looking to start off the second half with a bang. And it looks like they did, with a 128.9 to a 77.6 victory. Let's see what went right. Deshaun Watson went right. James Conner went right. DJ Chark did a great job. Juju Smith finally having his good game. Finally having a good game this season. Posting 22.3. So yeah, we got a 30, 25, 20, 22. Good performances by those 4 players. Along with a decent performance by James White. Zach Ertz wasn't really there because it seems that more passes went to go dirt that time. Saints defense, good job against Arizona, along with Will Lutz. Parts Unknown the Secchi, though, didn't do half bad, but wasn't really enough, especially when two of his players put up some really painful goose eggs. Bringing in O.J. Howard, hoping to get a good performance out of him while instead of playing Eric Ebron, unfortunately, our O.J. Howard rewarded him with a nice O on the scoreboard. And Chris Thompson, he might have actually been hurt. Actually, yeah. I think him and Howard both didn't play their games. Both Thompson and Howard did not play their games, and unfortunately resulted in some really negative, not negative points, but some 0 points. On the other hand, though, Tom Brady met expectations. Jamal Williams did really well. And Vikings defense, as expected, handled Washington pretty easily. Anyone on the bench could have helped? Kyle Allen sure couldn't, posting a minus 6.7 for a quarterback on the bench. Eric Ebron would have been a better choice. Ito Smith, nope, he put up a 0. Brandon Cooks also put up a 0 while expected to play. So it's honestly, there really wasn't much that he could have done this week. Compared to, Derek Carr did not beat did not beat the starting quarterback. Philip Dorsett, nope. So yeah. Oh, Darius Slayton, I think the third wide receiver on the Giants after Shepard. He put up a great score, but even though his team lost. Well, either way, Kryptonite gets himself a win over the Parts Unknown Secchi. Up next, we have a nail-biter to the end. 2 decent scores. We have Greensburg Honor facing the Columbus Rebels. Both teams looking to right the ship. And Greensburg Honor taking this one, 109.6 to a 101.3 in a Monday night comeback. Let's see what happened. Yeah, Monday night got 18 points from Mason Rudolph and a 16.5 from the Steelers defense. That is a nice 34.5 point swing right there. So that was enough to pull him out of a bit of a deficit and take this one. So great score. Tyrell Williams, great job. Rudolph had a horrible first half, but a fantastic second half, which righted the ship there. Steelers defense, Austin Hooper having one heck of a season. And Columbus Rebels had some good scores too. The 37.7 point performance by Latavius Murray, a very, very good pickup while Kamaro's out. But I'm not sure how much longer Murray will be able to put up these scores. Gurley, decent. Well, didn't meet expectations. DK Metcalf, good score. Stefan Diggs, another good score for him. So, there we go. But 0 points by the Buffalo kicker. That's not good. Seahawks, meh. And Gurley, while still posting double digits, did not break his projected score. Same thing with Rivers. So let's see if anyone on the bench could have righted the ship. Not the Cardinals. Gardner Minshew with a 28-point performance would have been a better choice than Rudolph. Joe Mixon actually had a decent game. Would have been better than both Michael and Henry. Anyone else? Andy Dalton, nope, wouldn't have beat the score. Though he has 3 quarterbacks on his team. It worked. It worked this week. Sanders, freshly traded to the San Francisco 49ers, put up a 12.5 score. Definitely a better quarterback than Joe Flacco. But, we'll have to see what happens. See, anyone could have helped on Columbus Rebels. Jordan Howard would have been better than Gurley, surprisingly. Devin Singletary, better than Gurley. Golden Tate, slightly better than Metcalf, but would have been a side grade at best. But, yeah. Either way, it would have been a close game no matter what, but judging by the managerial decisions, we have Greensburg Honor taking this one, 109.6 to 101.3. Up next, we have Thiel and Chubby versus Erie Cucaracha Roach. And Thiel and Chubby, proven that they are one of the best teams in the league, taking this one 121.6 to 99. Let's see what went right. Well, Tevin Coleman went right, posting an almost 40-point performance this week. Great job. 26.2 by Julio Jones and a 14-point performance by Evan Engram. Good job for that. And it made up for a rather weak performance by Kirk Cousins. First week in I think 3 or 4 that he failed to really go off. But let's see what happened on Erie Cucaracha. A great performance by Edelman, great performance by Hopkins, and great performance by Eifert. The tight end, the midpoint season tight end pickup, putting up a nice 13.4, and 17.7 by Wilson, even though that failed to meet expectations. Everyone else, Gallman met expectations. Erie might want to try to make a move for a running back, just so he's not saddled with a potential 2.3 each week. Let's check out the benches. Philip Lindsay met expectations. A lot of players on his bench met expectations. though none of them were really great improvements over who he started. Well, Carson Wentz would have been a better choice than Cousins, though not really by much, going by quarterback standards. Let's see on the bench for Cucaracha. Tate did not. He started his best combination of wide receivers. But let's see if anyone on the bench could have helped in terms of running backs. His only bench running back is Peyton Barber. I would recommend trying to trade for a running back, either a starter or a backup, because having Gallman there will hurt. Especially if you're looking to have a good second half of the season. But either way, Thielen and Chubby taking this one with a solid victory, 121.6 to 99. Up next, we have the Moneymakers, who have been going on a tear, versus the Grumpy Groupies, who have been having a rather decent season so far. But the streak of the Moneymakers continues as they take this one 131.5 to 95.4, and I believe they had the second highest point total for the week. So let's see what happened. Well, a lot of things went right for the Moneymakers, with Stafford doing well, Dalvin Cook doing well, Michael Thomas doing well, Eagles defense doing well, making up for a expected 0-0 from Delaney Walker. Walker did not have a good game. In fact, I don't even think he's starting at the moment because of an injury. So let's see. But the players that did do well were able to carry the team to a very solid score. So let's see what happened with the Groupies. Looking at their team, three roster choices gave themselves a better performance than the projected. Everyone else, not so much. So let's see our top three for the team. Josh Allen with 17.3, George Kittle 14.6, meeting his lofty expectation. And the Jaguars defense doing well against the anemic Jets offense with a 17.5 performance. See if anyone on the bench could have helped. He could have put Noah Fant, who would have been a better choice than Delaney Walker for tight end. That's about it. Calvin Ridley would have been better than Courtland Sutton. Not by much, though. And anyone could have helped on the Groupies. Christian Kirk could have helped. No, not Bills defense. Demaryius Thomas could have helped. And, that's about it. And, Alexander Madison would have been a tenth of a point better than LaShawn McCoy. But either way, Moneymakers were taking this one. 131.5 to a 95.4. And our final matchup of the week, we have the lucky, better to be lucky than good, Pretty Boy Snow, taking this one over the Shaggy Sharks, 168.2 to a 121.4. With the Sharks putting up a very good performance despite all the injuries that happened, all the injuries and bye weeks that happened to him this week. He salvaged a great score for his team. Unfortunately, it was against an utter hurricane from Pretty Boy Snow, who put up the highest point total of the week. And, conveniently enough, the Sharks had the highest losing total of the week. So, take that silver lining as you will. So let's see what happened. Aaron Jones going ballistic with a 43.6 point performance, being the favorite target of Aaron Rodgers this week. Patriots defense still doing well because they face nothing but anemic teams. And Travis Kelce, 16.3, not bad. Unfortunately, D.D. Westbrook did not come to play this week. Even though he was projected to do a decent job, didn't. Let's see what happened for Pretty Boy. Daniel Jones had a great week in a losing effort. Saquon Barkley returning and providing a good boost of points for him. Out of all the teams, losing Barkley didn't really affect him because he's still 6-2. And Kenny Golladay, great 30-point performance. And Cooper Kupp, doing Cooper Kupp things, emerging as the number one wide receiver for the Rams. We had three 30-plus point performances for Pretty Boy Snow this week. So that was just rough luck for the Sharks. Anyone on the bench could have helped? Nope. And yeah, well, he could have put in Devonta Freeman instead of Eckler, but We'll see how that goes. But either way, Pretty Boy Snow taking it 168.2 to 121.4. All right, let's take a look at our current standings. As expected, there's still a logjam for first place in the Roddy Rowdies, and in the Rude Brood, Pretty Boy Snow still holding strong at the top. So yeah, for the Rowdies, we got the Dollar Boys leading the way, followed by the Darkstalkers, followed by Thiel and Chubby. Oh, Darkstalkers overtaking Chubby this week, I think because of points 4. Shaggy Sharks, number 4, Planet Hulk, number 5, Greensburg, number 6, and Kryptonite, even with a solid win, is still bringing up the rear, as in everyone in the Rowdies except the Sharks got a win this week. And the Rude Brood, leading the way, Pretty Boy Snow, followed by the Groupies, followed by Brooks, followed by Roach, Gunners, Parts Unknown, and Columbus Rebels. All but Pretty Boy Snow lost this week. So that's an interesting way to do it. Let's see, who is our current leader in points 4? That would be Moneymaker, followed by Shaggy, followed by Sniper's Edge. Yep, Sniper's Edge just sneaking by Thiel and Chubby with a 900 and breaking the 900 point line. And points against, and correction, current lowest points, still the Columbus Rebels, though that team has been going up. The gap is shrinking. Points against, well, as unsurprising as it is, Pretty Boy Snow still has the lowest total against him this season, while Metropolis Kryptonite still has the highest. Anyone on any streaks right now? Moneymaker Dollar Boys, 5-game win streak. Good job. And our current leader in the moves, well, still Grumpy Groupies, followed by Big Guy Gunners, and a tie for third in Sniper's Edge and Team Brooks. If the season ended today, we got Moneymaker Dollar Boys taking the number 1 seed, Pretty Boy Snow taking the number 2, being our 2 division leaders. And the rest is pretty much Roddy's Rowdies in whatever order they are in the standings. 3 seed Darkstalkers, 4 seed Chubby, 5 seed Sharks, 6 seed World Breakers. All right, anything else? Anything else I need to mention? Anything special? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's take a look at the league homepage. Don't think I'm missing anything this week. Just wanting to make sure. We've had a couple moves, a couple pickups, a couple moves. The Josh Gordon being picked up and dropped. Very nice. Right. Let's take a look at our next week matchups. My goodness. Didn't think this would be affecting me that much. Delicious. Blackberry brandy. All right. Next week we have the Columbus Rebels versus the Sniper's Edge Darkstalkers. With a team fighting for the lead versus a team that's trying to make a comeback. We also have Team Brooks versus Metropolis Kryptonite. We got Parts Unknown the Secchi versus Greensburg Honor. We have another anticipated matchup between Thiel and Chubby and Big Guy's Gunners. Gunners looking to right the ship against the Thiel and Chubby team that's fighting for a first place spot. We also have Erie Cucaracha Roach looking to stop the streak of the Moneymaker Dollar Boys. We got Grumpy Groupies versus the Shaggy Sharks. This, I think, is probably going to be my match of the week. And finally, we have Pretty Boy Snow versus Planet Hulk World Breakers. The World Breakers finally taking another win in the win column. Can they keep it going and disrupt the luck of Pretty Boy Snow? Currently, our highest scheduled point total, as of Wednesday night, is the Sniper's Edge, projected to get 110.8. That's a rough one. I have a feeling that the Rebels need to put some players back into their lineup to fix this one. And our lowest projected total of the week, before any moves have been done, is the Grumpy Groupies. That should be changed very shortly. Our current starting player that's projected to get the most points is... might be Russell Wilson, 25.7. Russell Wilson and Christian McCaffrey both have a scheduled 25.7 points. Very nice. Before I forget, week 8. The highest point total for a starting player is Aaron Jones with a 43.6. Yes, Aaron Jones with a 43.6 is the highest starting point total of the week. You know what? Let me check something quick. Let me just give this a little checkerino. Mike Evans actually would have put up more than Aaron Jones this week. Oof. That just hurts even more. Well, there you have it. There's our... oh, right. It has been a long day. I apologize. The sad part is I'm not even drunk. All right, let's see who has our biggest lineup of the week. Well, we got a minus 47.6 for the Darkstalkers, minus 36.5 for Kryptonite, minus 9.2 for Greensburg, minus 9.9 for Big Guy, minus 35.6 for Money Making Dollar Boys, minus 56 for the Shaggy Sharks, and a minus 21.6 for Pretty Boy Snow. All right, now we have completed the recap for the week. I need to go lay down because, fun fact, I'm fighting a head cold too. So it's been a wonderful day. So either way, for those who tuned in, thank you very much for watching and sticking with me. Hope to see you again next week in a much healthier outlook. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again next week, and may the rolls ever be in your favor. Peace.